han kabim badi ngala mi yalon ko albe Kerr Fatou folo kan sen felali manjay kunda la marseto daminto yalon ko honorable Madi Ceesay mi yalon ko atalama UDP la candidate ote sere kunda west anata jang pour kala quartier kesota ka ala boxo kono Madi dum ning apareta ala fenkola nabe kacha sotala aning mol mi yalon ko wala fanambe sere kunda west la ma fon la daminta ko jemu manjay kundalte pour que la carte kesota ka fay. Honorable, you casted your vote. How optimistic are you that you're going to be re-elected?
Well, like I always said, inshallah, by the grace of Allah, at the end of the day, I will be victorious because this is a constituency that I have represented for the past 5 years, and with my interactions during the 3 weeks of campaign, I have seen satisfaction and love from the people of Central West as regarding to my representation. So I have no doubt. And secondly, also, this is an area that we have 6 candidates competing for the position. And these 6 candidates, I would say UDP is unique among them, because in the last presidential election, all other parties that are contesting with me were behind Barrow. And if we are to go by the results, which is not usually this trend, but even if we are going by the trend of the last presidential results, well, they scored 20,000. So 5 between 20,000, and my party scored 8,000 plus. So there are all indications that I'm going to be victorious.
All right. The voter turnout around the polling stations in Serekunda West is not that large. Are you sure that your supporters will emerge the largest number to come and cast their votes?
Certainly, yes. Turnouts after presidential elections is always the same. 5 years ago, it was the same. And it's not only unique to Serekunda West. Perhaps we're only covering Serekunda West, but across the country, after presidential election, when parliamentary elections, turnouts go down. And this is followed by local government. It goes down even more lower. So that is not an indication that I will not emerge victorious. In fact, we have urged our people to come out in their large numbers, and they are coming out. They're voting. So it doesn't matter what the turnout is, because we are used to that. It's always the same. Turnout. The presidential, there was a long queue here, but this is a parliamentary, the queue is dropping. But I'm sure it will pick up around midday, 1 o'clock. Sure.
Assalamu alaikum badu nga xane kabiyatul mi yalon ko albe Kerr Fatou jibe kam min beñi electoral process wala jang bi parliamentary election quartier faw mi yalon ko wala be kekan ka fale kum fele jang latri kunda marché koma polling station on beje nema garage daminto yalon ko NPP la candidate o min kata Seku Maronti atele nginta kana nan jam pour kana la quartier keso ni ka fay be Seku dundilale nan na la quartier fay foka pare na be kacha soto la min be dending ñin député ya quartier fay wala.
Well, I feel fine. I'm okay. I was never and I will never be under pressure of when it comes to election. This is not my first time of running for office. This is the second time, so at least I have an experience. But I'm fine now. Anyway, I'm okay.
How optimistic are you?
Actually, I'm always optimistic of a win, inshallah. As far as Latikunda Sabi is concerned, I am very, very optimistic of winning this election.
Despite you being an NPP candidate, several reporters showed that NPP might likely sweep the polls. So how do you think about that?
Yeah, that simply shows that NPP is going to sweep the poll, and it shows that Latikunda Sabi here, Honorable Sekumaro, is going to be declared a winner, inshallah, by the end of the day today.
Others are saying that it is not 90% of the voters who consented to that survey.
Well, anyway, everybody have his own opinion towards issues. So maybe that's their own opinion. Even I couldn't do that survey. They say that Latikunda Sabi is going to UDP. So you see how opinions are divided on it. But it is okay. At the end of the day, people are voting. By the end of this day, people will know who's going to come out with a winner.
So how do you feel? It is obvious that the turnout is really, really poor. So
well,
be optimistic that you will win, and there's also.
Well, I think we have to understand two things here. When it comes to National Assembly election, it's always a problem. The turnout is always low, and then this also, is coincide with the Ramadan also as well. So, but I'm quite optimistic people will come out and vote. Maybe it's going to be in a bit and pieces, but they will come out and vote. I'm sure of that. Yes.
Okay. You said you are optimistic, to win. your re-election? Does it have to do with the campaign, your underground campaign, and then house to house?
Well, as I tell you, I'm an experienced guy when it comes to these elections. I ran for office in 2017 and I'm running for office in 2022. So I think I've learned a lot. I know a lot about Gambian politics and I'm really campaigning. I'm campaigning very hard, reaching out to people, talking to them, selling my agenda to them. So this is the reason why I say that by the grace of Allah, inshallah, I'm going to declare it as a winner. Yes. Thank you.
hani kabi mbadi on latul mi yalon ko albe Kerr Fatou jibe kan fele murtale nan janne latir kunda yiri nganya ela janoto je polling station min beje nata wolto nena Frida Gomez mi yalon ko atele kata Citizen Alliance la candidate oti wala nata pour kana la carte kesso nyindi nena dum babula la ala carte kesso di na la carte kesso di apparaître rek nasina ka kacha soto min be dending nyin carte fay wala mi yalon ko mbolo kono biti lola. Okay. Nene, you've casted your vote already. How do you see the process?
Well, you're right. I've casted my vote. I'm excited that I'm able to do it. And first of all, I just want to thank Allah for allowing us to witness this opportunity. After 3 weeks of intensive, vigorous campaign, hectic, and we are here today. So I thank Allah and thank all my team members. I thank all my fans, all my supporters for working and journeying with me to get to this day. I think the work has not ended because people are still voting and encouraging people to come out to vote. But what I can comment on the process, it's peaceful, it's easy, it's simple, and stress-free. That's what I see. In the morning, the polling stations that I visited, there was a lot of people, queues. The turnout was great in the morning hours. But right now, you will see that the turnout has kind of mellowed down, and it seems maybe people are going to come out later. And I just want to believe because it's the fasting month. Christians are fasting, Muslims are fasting. Basically, almost the entire country are fasting. And we all know when people are fasting, they are not able to do much. And maybe this time the sun is hot and people are trying to avoid. The people who did not come out in the morning are trying to wait for the sun to kind of die down before they come out. But I expect that people are going to come out the more, and not as much as the percentage we experienced or we saw during the presidential election. But then again, looking at trend, National Assembly elections always experience a low turnout. In 2017, we saw a turnout of about 300 and something thousand nationwide or so, as opposed to in excess of 800,000 registered voters. This time around, we had in excess of 900,000 registered voters. So maybe we'll see a little bit of increment because people are more awoke, people are really yearning for change, and most especially the number of women that have come on board to participate. So you will see that a lot of the women are also conversing and rallying behind women. So the turnout is going to increase. That's what I'm expecting, and I pray and hope it is so. Because once people come out to vote, then there will be a clear win when whoever wins. And I believe the winner in my constituency will be no other person than Nene Frida Gomez.
Why do you think that Nene Frida will win this election?
Simple, because I've done the work that is needed to win people's heart, to change people's heart, to give people an alternative, a clear alternative, a better alternative. That's what I've done, and in this crusade, in this race. So the choice wouldn't be difficult. Yes, there are 6 candidates, but to choose among those six candidates is very, very simple.
That's going to be?
Nene Frida Gomez.
Thank you. So, Mr. Cham, you've casted your votes. Could you please tell us how do you see the process?
Thank you very much. The process for me is very slow. I was not expecting this kind of turnout. The turnout is very poor, but I'm hopeful that during before the close of the voters, they will come out and vote. I have the highest hope, and because based on the support base that I have in my area, particularly young people of my constituency, and at the same time, other political party supporters are also supporting me. Not only GD supporters, but I also have other supporters of other different political parties. They are also part of my campaign team. And my constituency want me to be at the assembly. That's why people are supporting me, and many people are coming out to vote for me, and I believe that I'm going to be, inshallah.
Does this have to do with the campaign you've done during the after your nomination?
Yeah, I did a very good campaign before nominations. I was going house to house campaign from Ibo Town up to Carnival, the entire constituencies. I enter all houses, sell my agenda and my program to them.
How effective was this house-to-house campaign?
Yeah, they used to listen to me at the radio stations, particularly at the TV and the local radios, but they never see me face to face. They were very happy to see me, go into their house, sit with them, chat with them, send them my agenda and my programs to them.
You've talked about the low turnout of voters. Does this has to do with the Ramadan?
Yeah, of course. I think the Ramadan is also a big problem about the voter turnout. And we still have time up to 5 o'clock. That's why we have a team going out, telling people to come and vote. Right now we are doing that so that people will come out and vote. But I believe that the turnout will be better.
All right, thank you. Hani kabim badi ngalatul mi yalon ko albe Kerr Fatou jibe kan ka fale ko science and fele Nour Arabic School bin keta New Jos wanti ila polling station no min beje nga IEC la molje mi yalon ko inata jang ibe invigilating na ke la lal jibe do ko nyi abita kan nyamen nga mo soto je mi yalon ko atemu IEC la nyaton ka balati abe do ko la IEC janne ning botaje nabe kacha soto la nga jibe atemu kuma kan na soto kata electoral process la kanefim administrative area konaja isafo no mole itamu jumaliti.
Thank you so much. Ndam Sidia Silla, Regional Electoral Officer, IEC KMC.
Kabirin somandal ba murmur la alla polling station alto so far so good ale ko nyadi.
Ya alhamdulillah rabbil alamin ya fo nyamin ron kabirin somanda ba kanni no murmuron kan na dulal to tadi bari man ko sosi bor nyawnya fosa la fa bu sola do nga staffol men samba je late la len jikitela ngandu ngalon no koy sanole parce que nyawnya ni mo ke dular yabula ko kunna je fosita e futa marima ya jibe yabula men na fa ba tamandi kan andum folo na jerol to nya chokol buka bay bari nga melje ni ngara ko keme ko melen salon ko nzafo ne ko tan say ani lulo o beti madala bita ka nyamal andu mol fanal be findikan na nyama soko somanda ma fon kadu ngada nan abuko ma fon la ba ni frata abuko la police station do men biji vet kam ni hadama de ngi fo gal ko tonya mo finditan ni nara ni talendina la rekunda castle la rekunda behind the market marché ko ma karayle primary school oto ni hadama de ngi kan ko mol be findikan folo alhamdulillah man ngaton kuje folo dal me anon ko Musa fonyi men se kenye kiyate kuti o ngaje ko tonya be mol tora kan
ya presidential election wato kono alla masingo dole problem ol soto for this time fanan aussi fal soto talba
aya president wato kono mol ka même fo manki masingo ko mi balo dromol ni ka foka bunda da do yatale ya kabiriyalo koku ni dunta kono ni pareta kono akola fosi koto boroke e ko ay sifan access to abol kamera you assess yourself yo kabiringa fa access ngaje ko mola complet no siata wodo nyin si lola kabiringa date mammo moy folo me at fonyo ko ndo labolo dromo nyi mak to ko no mandum no wala nga katale nga ho da fanu de
yemu message la sodo mi yalan ko abita jama mol kam mi yalan ko beta Kerr Fatou jibe kan banko mol fa
mbe me tan la mola drongo wala nyinti ko nga muta nyinti ko ntalem mo tande ade ita mu mendi ni mala fi moya tebulu ite nya men nyante ite nyanta wala kala mun nyante ite wala nyinti ko ite nyanta carte wala fayla carte fay baliya mu ni solat mo se findi ya carte o fay ya fay moli etol me ya lon ko etol ya fil men na ko mo mel ya lon ko wolle be kele tel ngoti ay ke buloti ay ke singuta ay ke nyaata ay ke tuloti banko la député bonto e se findi ya carte o fay wali ni carte o fay eta si so kono nin tala lulu sita carte fay san be soronnal na soron dambe kontiro kelale nin kontiro keda dame abe ko fayta dama be kontila woldo momo e men soto dame bo jala wotol nganata kolle sono bar chiamano nin kol be banda nga be kenzo nyokan chiamano be final results announce lal mol sata tanko na doron ko abe mu gambe kilunde la keda nyawonya ibe parti karle mandra parti kari mbe independent kar mande bar abe mu gambe kilunde ngalo ko gambe mu gambe altidron ndem bono la woto kombe mu badin kilunde. Thank you so much.
badi wala bele o moy nyola min kata Mr. Sillata ata dunga be do ko la IEC le ako so far so good min kata kanefing administrative area ti electoral process abita ka nyami abita ku kanne ako niya jibe fa 500 tembe tembo min taten 85% electoral process ni abita kan ku kele 85% sidla ke moko no sidla tanse ani lulola ka fale ko tata murmurmola nyin polling stational mi ko leba kanefing administrative area tata bakaw ndata Serekunda West mbota Serekunda West ndata Latrikunda mbota Latrikunda ndata Josuang ka fale ko process oni abita kana peacefully kanun to ledulal mimbe ma mandula taraje daminto yalon ko molbe nyo sabola je wala sonko be ke kanje electoral process ngimbita kan kukele and then ka fale fanan ko molbe finti kanne demandi kan ya jibe so manda o tay mol siyata num baka barka bir ngin tilo kandita mol man siya barka min keta jakal koti wala nyinti ko funding kel man finti bake ni ya jibe fa mol min nata finti tan pour kana carte fa wala keta molti millialon ko alfa kumbandi ngolam miliyalon ko e sangi tallul soto la kata way santola bari ka fondin kel sol miliyalon ko comme ka bo sangi tan ni sey kata sangi tan sabanil lul wol man siya bake carte faydula ala baraka bake alnal badi malam landen Ceesay mi muta camera to wala Fatou Sillati